It's Rosa. I'm back. Another episode, Rosa's Risky Rotation plus an Audacy check-in. I am here with, honestly, a living legend. H.E.R, how are you?
Oh, stop it. Stop it. What an introduction. I'm great. I'm happy to see your smiling face. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. You are literally one of my favorite artists, so I'm very excited to talk to you. And I want to go from the beginning to the end of the career real quick. First off,
Okay.
yes, yeah, tap in. Let's go.
All right.
One of my favorite things is volume 1 and 2. Okay. I want to throw it back to 1 and 2.
Thank you.
I cannot believe you were that young when you wrote some of those songs.
I know, me neither.
If you could tattoo one lyric, like if one lyric sticks out to you through both of those projects, what would it be? For me, it would be the things I can't change are the reason you love me. Boom.
Okay. I gotta think about that one. Maybe like every kind of way. Maybe one of the lyrics from that song. Maybe like I don't know. I really don't know. Like that is like, I don't know if I would tattoo my own lyrics, you know?
Hey, right here. Things I can't change are the reason you love me.
Or maybe even pigment or something, you know, like something that I don't know, represented a certain time. That's hard. I can't just pick one lyric though.
Okay. I mean, I could, and what's so dope about you is like, I can't even pick one lyric. I have to pick a song. Like every song is like, oh, you have this thing where you're able, it's like a talent where your music is so raw, it's vulnerable, it's honest, it's soul, it's everything. And like, tell me what's harder for you, because in volume 1 and 2, we saw you as a silhouette. We didn't know who you were, nothing, shades, everything. And now we've got back in my mind, you dropped the For Anybody video for anyone, and you're crying on camera, and I could see your eyes. So
a little bit.
You know what I mean? Like, so you are showing more of yourself through her. What's harder for you, writing some of those lyrics in the songs of Hold On, My Own, Hard to Love, or showing who you are?
Man, I think it's a balance. Like I've been just trying to figure out how much I want to give, you know, because like the point of not even showing myself was, you know, to get people to focus on the music and focus on what's important and not think about my looks and, you know, think about what I'm doing, who I'm dating, where you know, all those things that to me don't matter. Like before, all you had was an album cover to go off of, you know, you didn't know much about the artist. It was all about the music. So I was trying to get back to that. And now, you know, I just feel like I'm revealing more and more just to stay connected and to give people that, you know, that bit of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like this connection is this personal thing, you know, because now it's important to kind of know the person that's behind the music that you love, that you are connected to. So I'm just learning how much to give and how much to keep for myself. But, you know, I think the hardest thing is that just learning, like, and trying to figure out what I want, and especially for my future, how much I want to give.
Well, this is called Rosa's Risky Rotation. And since you are not here, I will take the spin for you.
Okay.
Baby, if you get the wild card, this is a wild card. You see, okay.
All right.
I can't wait till we meet in real life, by the way, because we going up. Okay.
Definitely soon for sure.
Inshallah is what we say, inshallah. Okay, so out of all the songs on Back of My Mind, I feel like this is the rawest we got you and the most vulnerable. What was the hardest song to write and like the hardest one to get out in the booth?
Ooh, For Anyone might be that song. For Anyone, definitely For Anyone. My Own, honestly, was one of those songs that was a little hard to get out. Like it was hard to fully understand what I was feeling and to accept what I was feeling. So My Own, I think, but For Anyone I wrote in 2017, which is crazy. Oh. And yeah. So it's an older song, but I decided to put it on this album, and I still get the same feeling that I felt when I first wrote it. And I think that was tough.
Just that bar alone is something that is just so hard. I don't want to be with somebody else new. I wish I never met you. Like that made me low key cry. Like, okay, so how does H.E.R, what are some things H.E.R does to get over a heartbreak?
Heartbreak, write about it.
And
write about it.
Therapeutic for you, like when you write about a song, because they're so emotional and vulnerable, like when you write about it, is that a therapeutic process for you where when you're done you kind of let it go with that person, or it's still like with you?
Well, it is very therapeutic because for me, like I'm very analytical. I'm super analytical, and I have to talk through everything. And I think that song and any song that I write, like in the booth or outside of the booth, when I'm collaborating with people, when I'm in the studio, I talk through everything, and it like helps me. Like, you know, when you say things out loud, you fully work them out. So it's like the opportunity to really say it out loud, and it definitely is healing.
What percentage of your songs do you send to the people that they're about?
Yeah.
Like,
40,
and do you
50%,
send it,
maybe.
like you send it before it come out, or they got to guess, or what is that? You know what I mean?
It depends on the situation. It depends on who. It
Okay.
depends on what. It depends on why. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
I be sending your songs to people.
yeah, people be knowing though. They be like, I think this sounds familiar, and I'd be like, ooh, well, hey, should have acted better, right? Should have treated me differently.
You know what? Actually, my favorite songs always change, but right now, like when I'm in my bag, I'm listening to
Wow.
to two. That be dun 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 dun. Dun, thinking
Hey.
about you. I was like, nope. Crying myself. I was like, no, no.
Listen, I got something to worry about. You got something to worry about too.
Back in my mind, I don't know. I mean, this is what I caught. There's some of the songs which I love. Like, it's like you got this chip on your shoulder where you're being vulnerable. You're letting you know, hey, like, I'm thinking about you because you in the back of my mind, but I'm still the greatest of all time. Or like
Right.
process,
Right.
exhaust, lucky. You're lucky I'm thinking about you. You're lucky I want you.
Exactly.
Is this
Gotta
a
let them know.
is this a newfound confidence we just got, or what's up?
It is. It's so funny you pointed that out because I noticed even I didn't even realize it till looking back at my old listening back to my old project. Like my first projects, I was very much like 17, 18, 19, trying to figure it out. And in the music, just saying like, can you focus? What are we doing? You know, what is this? I don't know. And now it's like, this is what it is. This is what I want. This is who I am. Like, you're lucky. It is what it is. I'm the greatest. Like, I definitely think
Lucky
I'm
I got eyes for you. I was like, you lucky, bro. Like, you lucky. I can be outside. No, I'm just kidding.
exactly.
I love that for you. When it comes to you performing, like, okay, we're gonna get into all the accolades. We're gonna get there, but I have a question because you're first off, you're representing R&B in a way that hasn't been done in a very long time. The fact that that song is number one in urban hip hop radio, never been done before, and it's like that BS, and right now Come Through is at the top. What is that like for you, knowing that you're breaking records with R&B?
It's crazy, and it just, to me, it just proves that R&B is something that people need. You know, it's something that's bigger than me. Like, I feel like I'm just here as a vessel to facilitate what I think we already need. You know what I mean? What we've I don't necessarily think we've been missing, but I guess it's just presented in a different way, or we've probably just more recently realized, like, you know, cool beats and cool lyrics, you know, it's cool for a second, but there comes a moment where you want to sit and really play some heartfelt music and play something with substance. Not saying that that's me, but I'm saying, like, you know, I think it's something we need, and I'm thankful to be in that position to give that.
You are so tough, dude. You are so tougher. I want every time I'm having this thing, every time I see you and talk to you, I want to, alhamdulillah, I want to say some of the things you've done in the last year, the Super Bowl performance, the Grammy, the EGOT, we're gonna get there. The BET Awards, mashallah, the MTV, Come Through goes gold. You wanted to act, now you're acting. You threw your own festival, and now you're on tour. Out of all of those things, oh, and let's not forget the Elton John tribute, the Prince tribute, the Chris Stapleton Hold On remix at the Country Music Awards, the Kane Brown pop song. All of this you've done, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you look at you, you're like,
like, wow.
mashallah.
Can't even keep up with myself.
What is one thing that you will like take away? Like, what's your favorite memory out of all of that? Was it winning the award? Was it the Prince tribute? What's one thing where you're like, I'm gonna tell my kids for sure? A lot of them, but
that's tough. That's so tough because I love everything, for a different reason, for something different. And I appreciate all those moments. And to me, it's like, that's like picking your favorite memory. Like you can't do that because there's so many memories that you make with, and I've been so blessed to be able to do it with the people that I love. I'm surrounded with people that I love, and that's what makes it, even more special. But I don't know, man. Like, of course, working with people that worked with Prince. Oh, I also performed with Stevie Wonder like a few weeks ago, which was like, that was like definitely top 5 for sure.
Oh, wait, the Obama birthday.
Yeah, of course. Obama, of course.
The Obama.
Of course. Not all of these moments. Like, I can't pick a favorite one. Like, there are certain moments that mean the world to me, like being able to perform with some of the people I looked up to, like Sheila E. and, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and people like that, getting to know those people and them respecting me and my craft. Like Barbara Streisand said she wants to work with me. And that's just like mind blowing to me. I'm going on tour with Coldplay. Like, these are all the people I grew up listening to and watching, and now to receive the love from them is like I can't even, like, you can't, I don't even know, like I can't pick, like it's crazy. Every day I'm like pinching myself.
Okay, when I see you, you're gonna tell me the lyric and you're gonna pick the moment. Okay, I'm gonna give you some time to think.
Okay, all right.
Now, when it comes to I saw you live I saw you live 3 years ago. You put me on Tone Stitch, right? And I remember he came out, and it was in Denver. It was at the Ogden. He came out, and y'all could have been.
That was
What's another artist you need to put me on R&B that we wouldn't know?
Ooh, I gotta think about that one. Oh, well,
okay,
somebody
another that I really question we got to think about it.
No. I mean, listen. My mind, it just be going. I got a million one things going on in my mind. I wasn't
ready for this. I know. I was coming to hit you. Now I'm coming to hit you.
You definitely were. But some people I love listening to, who I actually have written with. I've wrote a lot of my songs with. Ombre, who's really dope. I don't know if you heard of Ombre.
Right, with Kehlani.
Yeah. She works with Kehlani. And somebody else that I think is really, really dope and vibey, Alex Isley. I've been a fan of her for a really long time. And actually one of my background singers is an artist, and her name is Ajani, and she's really, really dope. She's super, super dope. She got a great project out, and she's been performing on tour with us as well. So yeah, those are 3 dope women who are killing it, I think.
You represent so many different kinds of people, of things. And as somebody in my 20s as well, like you resonate not only with me, with all my friends. Like we'll be get for the pregame. And I'm like, put on her free. Free. We about to cry before we go to the club. Like, no. I'm like, put back in my mind, you represent for African-American women. We don't see a lot of, especially African-American women with guitars, the Filipino community, especially the Every Kind of Way short film. You represented so many different kinds of multifaceted couples, whether they were same sex, whether they were multiracial. Why did you do that, by the way, represent all kinds? And how does it feel being able to speak for so many different kinds of people?
That was never even intentional in the beginning when I was writing this music. It's selfish when you write music about your life, and then, you never realize how many people you impact by just being you. And so I've realized that I have become a voice for the voiceless, and for the people that have a hard time fitting in, for the people that feel underappreciated, who have a hard time being vulnerable, who have, a hard time like finding their place in this world, and feeling like they're underrepresented, because there's always this mold that's put out there for people, for women, for men, for all people. And I feel like I represent, the fact that there is no mold. So making a short film like Every Kind of Way, or any of those things, it's a moment to acknowledge those people, and to give those people a voice, and to give them the power to fully be themselves, and not have to conform to, what's normal, what's beautiful, what's appropriate, and what all of those things. So I think, it's like, it's bigger than me now, like I always say, and I'm just doing me, but it's very interesting.
You don't ever get like nervous? Like, to me, as I get older, I realize that the only way I succeed or become anything is if I'm my true self, like, like, it took me years to get there. Like, it took me years to be like, okay, Rose, like I'm originally from Saudi Arabia, Palestinian, right? And it's like,
Wow.
and that's why I say, mashallah, we like, because I'm not about
Yeah.
to jinx you. Are you kidding me? I'm not about to say your accolades and then be like, bye. No, we gotta we gotta let God bless that. But it's like,
I love that.
thank you. But it's like to get there took so long. And for you, it's like, I love Back in My Mind, the album, because I feel like you got there. You represented like with I Can't Breathe.
Thank
You know what I mean? It's really cool. Like, just congratulations.
you.
Okay. Are you ready, my
Thank you
friend,
so much. Thank you.
for the spin?
Let's do it. Come on, spin it.
Go, Shawty. Is that the what? Oh, sorry. I need to calm down. Okay. Okay, we are going to do something. It's not going to be called spilling the tea. It's with my twist on it. It's going to be called spilling some
Okay.
shot. So in my culture, we have a lot of tea. So
Okay.
I know you're not with me, but I'm gonna pour one up for you. And I'm gonna basically ask you a fast round of questions. And I want the first thing that comes up to your mind. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Cheers. I know you don't have it, but next time I see you.
All right. We'll pretend.
Okay. What is your guilty pleasure?
Probably West Side Gun and Griselda. That's my guilty pleasure. Like real hard, like gangster rap. That's my guilty
Wow,
pleasure.
I would have never guessed that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't. That's why it's a guilty pleasure.
I'm looking at you different. All right, cool. No, yeah. When do you feel you're most like prettiest and comfortable?
I don't know. It could be a place. It could be a time. Like I feel like there's a certain time of the day where it's not quite dark yet. What is it? It's dusk or
dawn.
Like
golden hour. Like for us,
yeah, golden hour, but not. It's past golden hour. Like the sky is like still kind of like that dark blue, and I feel the best at that time. And when I'm just like, for the most part, like I feel prettiest when I have just a tiny bit of makeup on and my hair is like naturally the way that it is, natural. When I wash my hair and it's fresh, like that's when I feel like the prettiest and I feel the best because I'm not doing too much, but I'm also just not like totally there. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
You're here to see what we understood the assignment. We're here to do what we got to do.
Exactly.
What's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
Oh,
because don't sit here and act like you're not petty, Miss Lucky act.
I'm definitely petty. You know how my petty go, Lucky. I gotta think about that. It probably has been a song lyric. Like that's probably petty towards a person that I'm writing about.
What's the last thing you binge watched?
The last thing I binge watched, Squid Game.
Everybody.
Yep.
What is your current favorite song on Back of My Mind?
My current favorite song?
Mine is Hard to Love.
Right. Oh, thank you.
It changes every changes every day, sis. Changes every hour, changes every minute.
I gotta think about that. Lately, it's kind of been I Can Have It All just because of performing it live has been feeling really good. And like it's just so empowering. Like I feel like I'm empowering myself through that song. Like, man, I could really have it all. Like I'm saying it, but I really believe it now. So I think I can have it all.
What's the most Cancer thing about you?
The most Cancer, everything about me is the most Cancer thing.
Y'all be crying all the time, so emotional. I'm like, breathe. Like it's Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning.
Listen. It's who we are. Okay. Yeah. Definitely a crier. But I definitely am very closed off. Like it's all in my music, but like I'm very selective. I'm very like I gotta feel you out first. Like I can't just let you in like that, which is great. Which is a great way to be to me. But yeah, that's emotional. Emotional.
What's your go-to snack on tour right now? Wait, we are low-key beefing because like how are you not about to put Denver on the tour day? Like that's great.
I'm sorry. This is part one. This is the warm-up. All right. This is the warm-up. I'm gonna get there and I promise.
That was crazy. I was like,
I'm so sorry. I couldn't do all the dates. I got other things to do, but we gonna get there. It's gonna be all right.
I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here. Like, where's she at?
I'm on my way. I promise you. The announcement is coming soon. But yeah, my favorite snack is definitely popcorn. Like that's my tour snack.
If you could say one thing to up and coming artists who are like you, because we now live in an industry where you're right, the music doesn't always speak for itself anymore. You got to show you. What advice you got to up and coming artists who want to stay in that R&B lane?
Man, you got to love it. Period. Like you have to love it. like if you don't love it without the money, you're not going to love it with it. Of course it's going to be hard, but as long as you stay true to you and you lead with passion, and that's the first thing, and be on top of your business, then you can only win.
I want you to describe some of my favorite people on your team. Jeff goes hard for you. I love to see it. What's one word you describe? Jeff is it. He's popping.
Let me tell you one word to describe him. Exactly who he is. Gemini. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about Jeff, period. Gemini.
What about
Gemini? Music lover. So we'll go between those two words.
Yeah, and like gets it done. What about H.E.R? Because I love the fact that y'all did all that together. Man. Won those. I'm retro ones, H.E.R. She's it.
Oh wow, dope. Yeah, H.E.R is amazing. Misfit. That's the word to describe her, because she's always going against the grain and she doesn't care. She marches to the beat of her own drum. So she's a misfit.
Well, I love you. Thank you for tapping in. I cannot wait to see you and meet you.
Thank you.
Keep grinding. Hey, and I'm going to catch you.
Mashallah.
Hey.